So Tracy, where are we?
Berg-en-dal.
Where are we supposed to be?
Our time management was poor. We were meant to be in Cicada. We missed it by 2 hours. We were lucky enough to get a spot in Berg-en-dal.
The best laid plans of men and mice often go awry, and that's what happened to us today. So the whole theme of this, our 10th camping trip of 10 days, is to slow down. And we landed up racing, yachting, so that we could just get in the gate. And then we were still too late to get to Cicada. So now here we are, which means that we've got an extra hour to get to. Where are we going tomorrow?
Letaba. Yeah, it's a long drive.
Anyway, that's it for the night. And we'll see you guys in the morning.
It was our first full day in the park, and so we took it easy before getting going. We came across a roadblock at the intersection of the H3 and S110. The line was barely visible, so we did not stick around, but we saw a fellow YouTube channel, The Northern Bushman. Watch the entire series of videos and see how many channels we meet, as it becomes a recurring theme on this trip.
Just had breakfast at Shikwani. It's about halfway between berg-en-dal and Letaba, and so yeah, we should be getting there in decent time to enjoy a quiet afternoon in the camp. However, I want to share with you an email that we got. Dear GNT Time South Africa, we look forward to welcome you to Letaba Rest Camp and honor that you wish to share your holiday with us. Should you have any problems, please feel free to contact us. In order to make your stay more pleasant and memorable, we would like to inform you that Letaba Rest Camp has been invaded by cicadas, which are probably best known for their buzzing and clicking noises, which can be amplified by multitudes of insects into an overpowering hum. So much for a quiet afternoon in the campsite, right? We're really hoping that it's not going to get down to that.
It sounds terrible, but we'll let you in on the sound later.
Yeah. And hopefully before then we're going to see a lot more sightings along the way. It's been pretty quiet morning. What did we see so far?
We've seen 2 lion sightings, but they weren't good sightings. The one was just too many cars, and the other was across the river, so a bit far to film.
But I think it's been the morning of hyenas. We saw a pack, a herd, a pride, whatever you want to say, of 4 hyenas. And then one running along the road.
Beleaguering, like you're not escaping.
Yeah. We measured him going about 30 to 35 kilometers an hour, and we just sat next to him. Alright, let's hit the road.
We made a quick stop at Cicada for a comfort break and to refill with petrol, and took the opportunity to see what was happening at the watering hole.
once again stopped on the Olifant River Bridge, not only because it's a good place to take a break from travelling, but we had also picked up a passenger, and Tracy was adamant that it was not a fair paying passenger, and therefore was not allowed to go any further with us.
As you cross the Olifant River heading north, you cannot help but notice the change in vegetation, from the open grasslands typical of Satara to the stunted mapani trees, which are prominent for a long portion of the way before reaching Shingwedzi.
This was our first visit to Letaba Rest Camp, where the park shop has been rebuilt after it burnt down in September 2020. Like most of the rest camps, the shop is well stocked, and prices vary between shops depending on their proximity to a source of supplies. Okay, it's the end of day 2. Travel from berg-en-dal to Letaba, and a very long day on the car. Anyway, and it was fun. We didn't see a lot. There was a couple of areas where there was some good plains game. In one section. But other than that, what are we doing tomorrow?
Thankfully going to Shingwedzi. The cicadas in Letaba are horrible.
Yeah, and we met up with Buffalo Overlander. We didn't meet up with them, we met them. And yeah, nice people, so go follow them too. And otherwise we'll see you guys in Shingwedzi. We're on the way. We're back at the Tropic of Capricorn sign, not for the first time this year again. However, this is, once we pass where we marked the Tropic of Capricorn in our last video, it's the most further north that either of us have ever been in the Kruger National Park. So breaking new ground for both of us here. And that's what this is all about. We're trying to get right up to the north, so hopefully in the next day or two we'll be at Crooks Corner.
We set up camp, and after a long 3 days of traveling and on the go, it was time for us to slow down properly. The afternoon was spent chilling and just soaking up the atmosphere of the far north of the Kruger.
So, a good start to the morning. We were just heading along the H16, heading down to Red Rocks to go and see what's happening down there. And lo and behold, we come across the car parked halfway across the road, and besides being a fellow YouTuber, right behind him is a cheetah. And just to the side there's another cheetah. And they were really chilled out cheetahs, just parking in the road, just doing their thing. Don't go to the north because you never get to see anything. It was just the two of us. If we had been in Cicada, I doubt we would have even seen those cheetah, because they would have been chased away already. So just more reasons to come up here.
The trip to Red Rocks was fascinating, with all the information leading to a geological education for us.
In the area of the Red Rocks low water bridge, and we were just sitting there filming giraffe and impala and whatever else was in the area, and suddenly pandemonium broke free. Monkeys running and impala all getting into their herds and heading off, and so we looked where they were running from, and we saw a leopard. We were the only car around, only people at the sighting, and yeah, it looked like a male, and he was just walking through the Shingwedzi river, heading off looking for a meal, I take it. But unfortunately we didn't see him get anything. But gee, I'll tell you what, the alarm calls from the monkeys and impala and everything were quite something to behold.
Yeah, we probably wouldn't have seen it if they didn't alarm call.
Yeah, it just shows that, if you take note of what's happening in nature, you will find what they are pointing out to you.
We then headed off to Shanga Lookout Point. We must admit that we have not heard much about this location, and we were pleasantly surprised. It is another great spot to enjoy the panoramic views of the Kruger National Park, where everything around you is almost untouched by humans. The lookout spot is situated close to the Battalier Bushveld camp.
So that's deja vu. We hot as anything here, 35 degrees, have ice cream, and the storm's going to hit us sometime tonight. So in our last video we were at Olifants, now we're at Shingwedzi. So we're going to head out now for a game drive to Kanidoet Dam and see what's there, and then come back, have supper, and wait for the storm to hit us again. Are you having a nice ice cream, Tracy? I see you just eating.
Traveling along the banks of the Shingwedzi River, you cannot help but appreciate the canopy formed by the trees. The shade created is welcoming and creates a mystical aura about the area.
Kruger Dam, and it was long cold dirt, not much to see at all. So anyway, then we came back and we were just driving along different roads, and all of a sudden Tracy says, "Hey, lions behind us," and we came across 5 females, all young males. Anyway, basically, yeah, according to that. So that. It is obviously got out. Right, we're on the Shingwedzi River Bridge. We were supposed to be here for sunrise, but it wasn't such a great day for sunrises today. It's a little bit overcast. But where are we going, Tracy? We're headed up to Crooks Corner. So this is part of the reason we wanted to do this trip, was to see how far north we could go in the park, if we could make it. And so yeah, we're heading up there now. We've done the whole park from the south to the north.
Yeah.
So it's something we've been wanting to do for a while, and it's a bit of a pilgrimage for us, a bit of a trek and a journey. But yeah, we're gonna see you at Crooks Corner and along the way.
We've just stopped at Babalola picnic spot. Looks very, very nice. We're not eating right now, it's a bit early. We're going to come back a bit later. And then we had a nice surprise of a big herd of buffalo that came through. There's some watering holes on the back here. So yeah, it was just buffalo and dust.
The poor waterbuck had to evacuate.
Buffalo were running for their lives. Yeah, it was nice to see.
We estimated about 300 buffalo, biggest herd we've ever seen.
Yeah, they're still rolling in.
Sail on and on and on and on and on.
We're going to carry on our trip up to Crooks Corner and go see there.
Centuries of time, we can keep this over here, over anxiousness and fear. When you see your pillars fall, put your back against the wall. A rhythm nation, amalgamation. Trust where your heart flows. to ignite a light.
What about those ones? I don't know. I'm just.
Along the S63 to Crooks Corner, you come to Porphyra picnic spot. This has to rate amongst the best picnic spots in the park. Situated along the Lufufu River, it is peaceful and free of the regular pests. The canopy of trees does not only add to the ambience, but ensures that a cooler environment to enjoy your food break. We really could have spent much more time here, but just another reason to come back. You will also find information boards along with a static display of history of the region. Well worth a read.
Welcome to a very windy Crooks Corner, and yeah, we made it. The northern part of the park. We are here, and I'm sure you all know why it's called Crooks Corner. If not, go Google it. We're not going to be the ones to tell you, because every other channel tells you.
It's where the three countries meet.
Yeah. And so I always question, if I was to shoot somebody standing on the other side of the bank of the river, on the other river bank, in which country would the crime have taken place? Makes you think. But it is just interesting to stand here and realize that there's just a little bit of water and sand that separates us and another country, another culture almost. So we're here on the Lufufu River Bridge, which I think is the last of the big bridges that you may alight from your vehicle that we haven't been on. So yeah, we've ticked all those boxes where we've been on all of the bridges, and it's a bit hot now for a cup of coffee, so we can't have a coffee on this bridge. But yeah, it's that's it. We've been to the north.
Sure.
Now we begin our trip to the south again. It's quite a magic here. There's quite a bit. It's quite windy, so I hope you can hear us. But the wind blows through the trees, and it sounds like it's an eerie noise here.
There's monkeys and baboons around.
Some of us are very scared of them, eh, Tracy?
Just a little.
Anyway.
If you have made it this far, we would really like to thank you for your support and interest in our adventures. Join us again on our next adventure as we head back south through the park to exit at Crocodile Bridge.